Got the storm anchor took apart, regular anchor back out. Y'all, I highly suggest, it's a lot of money. If you're thinking about doing this lifestyle, make sure you have good ground tackle. Got the anchor up. We on the way to Big Pine Key, no name harbor area, and Johnston Key up here is a great first stop in the Keys. Amazing holding, good protection. Anchor came up nice and clean, white sand, a little bit of mud, clay stuff, but it was really good holding. Great calm anchorage, so hate we're leaving it already, but it is what it is. Well, I'm not going to say we got the biggest cockpit ever, but yeah, this thing is a monster. It's probably the size of Cassie. It's a little bit heavier than Cassie, but yeah. This thing is a monster, y'all. It is, I'll have to get the tape measure out. It is probably 4 foot long overall and probably 2.5, maybe 3 foot wide. It is a monster.
Starboard.
All right.
Oh God, where you going? Jeez, I thought you were gonna stand it up.
It looks freaking huge.
It is.
It's a monster, y'all. Well, we just got the one spot we thought we might get anchor at for the storm. It's actually Hurricane Milton now. Go figure, we're from Milton. But yeah, we got here, got the big boy ready to be dropped. But yeah, we got here and there's so much grass on the bottom we can't even get our regular Manus to set our 55-pound. We're dragging it. So there's another place about 7 miles away we're gonna go check out tomorrow. Maybe that one will be okay, but yeah, you can just see it. Just these big grass patches. I mean, that's on top of the water obviously, but the bottom is just nothing but grass. So that anchor did not hook, did not dig in, it fouled. We could probably go through once or twice more and get it to set, but I don't want to tear up the seabed too bad. It's already questionable, so I'm not going to try riding out a hurricane here. So which is too bad too, because right here where we're going to be getting our biggest winds south, and our next biggest winds is going to be southwest, so it would have been good protection for the most part. But like I said, no reason to sit here and tear up the seabed for nothing. So we're just going to go check out the other spot tomorrow. Worst case, we'll keep going more east, I guess.
They not like us. Oh.
What are y'all not?
Not like us.
We got a grass island forming around us. I don't know what the heck's going on right now, but it's all stuck on the dinghy and it's kind of disgusting. And we got like more islands floating towards us. Yeah.
Where does it come from?
Where does it come from? Let us know in the comments where all this floating seagrass comes from.
It's weird how it's just in like circles.
Yeah, and you can see it.
Little
It's
patches.
like little circle patches. So it's like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Almost like lily pads or something. Weird. All right, well, we got anchor up. After we got anchor up, Cassie's driving. You can tell the winds, we're already starting to get some winds. It's blowing like 20 today. That's all right. It's supposed to calm down a little bit right before the main lines start hitting us. We're just getting these outer bands, nothing major. While Cassie's driving, I got our regular Manus up over the front. I set a rope tied to it in case I dropped it. And what I did is I just unhooked my swivel. I ran the chain up around the front. It's going up on the deck. Our big storm anchor. So it's got the swivel hooked up. The Mana swivel fits it just fine, no problems. Got this big 3-strain nylon. It's about 20 feet of it. And I've got a big fender for a trip line because I know we're gonna have to use a trip line. I ain't pulling this thing up. I ain't breaking it free, that's for sure. Well, we think we found a good spot. We got the storm anchor all hooked up. Yeah, we're about to do this. Hopefully we don't hurt ourselves when we throw this anchor over the front because this thing's too big.
Too old.
Cassie's too old. I'm too fat. Not strong enough. I can tell you 100 reasons why I don't want to do this, but we're doing it. Well, on Navionics, it's called Northeast Big Pine Key, and that is where we are anchored. We're supposed to be getting our biggest winds from the south, which is right there. So we got land, and then southwest we have land, and then we got some north that we're going to be getting, which isn't going to be huge, but there's that land right there. So we should get no swell really in here, which is going to be awesome. The wind's going to suck without a doubt. 60-mile-an-hour winds will not be fun, but that's okay. We don't have to deal with swell. We got the big old storm anchor out. We just threw it over the side. I don't know. It wasn't the best plan, but it's out there. That's a 105-pound Mana, y'all. If you've never seen one, they're monsters. They're hard to handle, and I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. When that anchor set, it freaking set. I don't even know what to say. That was insane. So that is not going anywhere. Set first try, nothing to it. Got the trip line out. We'll pull it up with the halyard when it's time to get pull it up. So right now I'm gonna start getting the boat ready. I'm not gonna take down the sails because I'm lazy. I'm not taking down the sails because our head sail gets stuck in the furler, and when it gets stuck sometimes you gotta go up the mast and it can turn into a couple-day project to get it back up and down. So I'm just gonna wrap it up really good with the main halyard, wrap it up real good, and then I'm gonna get a rope and just twist around my main sail like I always do. And then first thing in the morning we're gonna start getting all the solar panels and stuff down, but right now I'm just gonna get this all the sails taken care of tonight. We've already got all the cans off deck, so that's done, and this can be our home for the next like 3 or 4 days. So we'll see if any other boats come in here. I'm not sure. We did have to cross the sandbar. We got hit with a huge storm. I mean, I'm soaking wet, but we got hit with a huge storm right before we got to the sandbar. The sandbar was like 4 or 5 feet, and we draw 5 feet, so we had to wait for high tide, and we got over here right at high tide, and then a storm hit, like 35-40-mile-an-hour winds. And I know that because my wind instrument stopped reading at 28, and it blows over like this whenever we see 35. Around 35 miles an hour, it just blows right over. So that's how I know we were about 35-mile-an-hour winds in that little storm. So we just did circles out there, waited to get over that sandbar. We cleared it. It said we had like 0.1, 0.2 underneath us, so it was close. We'll have to wait for high tide to get back out of here, but that's okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this spot. It is what it is now. I don't think we can get back out. High tide's not until tomorrow afternoon, and that's gonna be too close to move, so we're here. I'm gonna get our secondary anchor rode on our main mantis just in case. You never know what might happen. Got the dinghy up on deck. Still gotta get all the solar panels off, but since we got some sun this morning, we're trying to get these batteries as full as we can. They haven't been charged in a few days. Well, it's not raining yet. Got the boat pretty much ready for the storm. We gotta take down the back solar panels still, but we're trying to keep those up as long as we can and get some power in here. Got the ones off the bimini down, but since it's really calm, there's no rain, it's just kind of a boring day. I just changed our transmission fluid, got all that done, and then Cassie suggested since I was bored I might as well put in my new fuel sender unit, so I guess that's what I'm doing. Might as well, huh? Just sitting here doing nothing, get shit done. So getting everything moved and about to install the new sending unit. It works. one of my snubbers. We run a bridle and one of the lines busted right through. We have been using the same snubber line for a year and a half, 2 years, so it was probably just time for it to break. It sucks it happened. My anti-chafe, it's got a little wear on it right there, so that must have been what happened. It went through the anti-chafing and then just went through. So I got some more anti-chafe. I cannot pull the anchor up. We're just getting too big of winds right now. So I'm just gonna tie like a rolling hitch into the chain and then just cleat it off, and I'll just end up letting out more chain and pray I don't lose my hook and my swivel. But yeah, that's my plan. All right. So I just put the through right there. Oh, look at this. Whoa. This other one's about to snap too. Look at that line. All right, I gotta hurry. World's shortest snubber. Shortest snubber. I still gotta get my chafe on. The other line was about to snap, so I hurried and put it on and I forgot my chafe, so now I gotta do that. Well, that line is entirely too short. It's not gonna take big shocks. But thankfully we're not getting huge swell. Well, everything's fine with the storm. The only problem we had is we had a couple of little stitches pop on my enclosure. Nothing too major. It was just around the glass. One was right here where the two pieces of vinyl mix out, and then I had another one up here right there. You can see it. Nothing too crazy. That and our snubber line. So all in all, we're good. I was able to recover my hook, thank God. There it is. What it looks like when 3-strand chafes through, pops. Good stuff. But saved. Well, the boat's pretty much back together. Got the dinghy back off deck and everything. Now time to see if we can't get this storm anchor up. Twice the size of my regular anchor, and it is dug in there with those 40-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. We had some big gusts, and I'm sure we had bigger that the wind instrument just didn't catch. So we had some really big gusts yesterday. I know this thing's really dug in. It's all you. Anchor's up. It's hanging off the front. It just busted right free, so it must not have been dug in that good. Woo! All right. Who needs a windlass? Well, unfortunately, I wasn't recording because I didn't think I was going to be strong enough to do it. But I just grabbed the trip line, and I was able to pull. I just grabbed that trip line. I was able to just pull it right up. Honestly, I did not think I was going to be able to do it, so I was just playing around, and yeah, came right up. So nothing to it. Big old boy is up on deck. Now I just got to swap them out, and then we can drop our regular anchor and ride out this little rainstorm that's coming. So, all right, guys, gotta get to work. Well, we just got anchor up. Had to pull up anchor right as sun was coming up. High tide was this morning, and we have to have high tide to get over the sandbar again to get out of here. You can see it right there. 4 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot. I don't know if y'all can see that, but we draw just at 5, a little over 5, so we have to have high tide to get over that. So yeah, we had to, fortunately, sleeping really good, and we had to have an alarm set, so that's all right. We're on our way to Bahia Honda State Park. Gonna stay there for a day or two, and then we're gonna head on over to Buki Harbor. So see y'all at Baja.